Guys, it's me Vishali. Welcome. This is the Tarot plus Astrology forecast for the penumbral lunar eclipse coming towards us on May 5th, 2023, which is happening at 10:54 p.m. IST at 14 degree 52 minutes of Scorpio. Okay, and we will be doing a tarot interpretation as well as astro forecast for each and every sign. Okay, so this is the lunar eclipse, all right, and from the nodes this eclipse is around 11 degrees, 11 to 12 degrees away from the nodes. Okay, and now we are seeing this eclipse happening on the axis of Taurus and Scorpio. All right, so let's begin with Aries. Hi Aries. First and foremost, the lord of your first house is residing in the fourth house. Okay, and what does this mean? This is like your energy is going into your home environment, and just to make sure you guys know that the lord of this eclipse is Mars. Okay, so your home, your sense of self is being activated. Chiron is in your first house, so watch out for wounds which is coming from deep ends. You need to let go and build on your self-esteem. This how you talk with yourself is what is coming. Also, how your family helps you to boost your confidence and make help yourself feel good about yourself is all about that, Aries. Okay, talking about eclipse per se, this eclipse is happening on your second to eighth axis. Moon is in your eighth house at 14 degrees, opposing Sun. Also, Uranus by 4 degrees, and if you consider 15 degrees for the fixed planets on the orb, then it's really opposing the North Node as well as Mercury, which is in retrograde. Okay, what I see for you, Aries, which is coming up for you, is that this eclipse is going to definitely, um, complete something from your, uh, past package. This is eighth house is very hidden. It is very, it is very, uh, it is very dark, intense, as we all know. It's the house of death and rebirth. So definitely, this is all about that. This is all about taking some kind of opportunities to let go something and start something fresh. So it could be regarding your psychology. So maybe this is seeking therapy from someone who is, who just chimes in at the right time, tells you what you need to hear, and which helps you to find a worth. It's all about finding worth and overcoming the wounds and making feel good about yourself. Okay, with a full moon happening here in your eighth house, it is more so about being more nurturing and more um convenient and comfortable in the dark thoughts. Okay, and the dark thoughts you gotta be comfortable with. What else is happening here in chart for Aries is that you need to understand what your partner's money means for you. How long are you gonna get dependent on it with this you know with this interaction between the planetary bodies. How you are thinking, how you're processing your thoughts is all coming forth, because the Lord of the seventh is sitting in your third. So it's all about how you're communicating your needs, what is yours, what is theirs, and how you are aligning your fire element. Okay, this is about you, because this is happening in the fire element. Pluto is in your 11th right now. So it is all about how you're broadcasting and how you're letting your family, friends, folks know, and how your self-esteem will prove your mental in society. Okay, so this is more about that. Eighth house is basically inheritance, taxes, real death. Okay, so eclipse is happening on the second eighth axis, so there is a chance of getting an inheritance. There is a chance of cutting some slack. There's a chance of getting alimony if you were having a divorce, or just this could be really healing for you. The card I got for you, tarot, is the Four of Cups. This is all about taking the opportunity. This is all about facing the truth, facing the noise. This is all about facing what's going on in your head, what you're eating, what it is all about. Okay, second house is all about food, and in the medical astrology, what we consider is 8th house, 12th house, and 6th house to just understand your constitution of the body. And as Chiron is in your first house and this eclipse is happening on your 2nd to 8th axis, it could be about your family, it could be about health situation coming up, it could be about some intense landscapes coming up, about your grandparents, about your parents as well. Okay, moon is the ruler of your 4th house. Okay, and the ruler of your 1st and 8th is sitting in 4th, so watch out for home matters. Okay, this eclipse is really potent, so watch out for it. Take care of yourself, make self-care a priority, and I'll see you soon. Alright, so hi Taurus, welcome. Now we are going to look into how this eclipse is going to treat you. This is happening right opposite to you, okay, on your 1st and 7th house axis. But let's talk about where your Lord, Ascendant Lord, is sitting at the moment, which is in the 2nd house. Maybe possible you are having too many choices regarding your skill sets, what to explore, how to use your skills to make money, and just living into this abundant space, because you're so sweet in your communication, the way you are talking, the way you're juggling your ideas, and the way Mars has burned or made that zone very lively, about your food. Now food tastes more better, maybe, right? You are becoming very unique, your tastes are becoming very eccentric, and all of that jazz. Okay, so that is a great place to begin. Talking about eclipse now, it's happening on your 1st and 7th axis. Right now your 1st house is very saturated, and talking about moon in the 7th house and the house rulership, the 3rd house lord is in the 7th house at the moment for you. So no, yeah, 3rd house lord is in your 7th house, the 7th house lord is in your 3rd house. All right, so basically how you are communicating with your partner. Okay, watch out for your relationships. Are they happening something to be very uncomfortable for you? What exactly is happening? Because right now moon is opposing your Mercury, so you are fixed, you are slow, you're very slow in communication department, but the moon is getting the trine aspect of Mars here, and it is helping you to also have that drive to know something from the partner you are in touch with, or the partnerships you are dealing with. And you are asking kind of, okay, hey, these are my thoughts, this is it, uh, can you just help me shave things off, or am I overthinking? So you will just categorize all of that. At the moment moon is also trining Saturn. Okay, uh, all right, and squaring Lilith for you. Moreover, the Saturn right now in your 11th house at 5 degrees, with a around 10 to 12 degrees off, if we consider, because it's eclipse, it's all about your friends as well, how you're restricting, how you're overcoming the delusion, and what exactly are you letting go of. Okay, because it is very possible that you're focusing mainly on your career, how you're going to restructure your brand, your focus, your YouTube channel, your social platforms, and all of that. All right, yes, yeah. So over and over, the tarot card I pulled for you is the Ace of Pentacles, and 100%. Okay, this is just going to clear the whole process for you, as Jupiter enters Taurus very soon this month. Abundance and flourishing ahead, onwards and upwards, is going to be your keyword. Okay, so just let go of the emotional baggage. Okay, it's going to be very fortunate for you and your partner. If your partner is going through some troubles and all of that, you are gonna help them, for sure. Understanding and presenting the thoughts in a good way and trying to see the whole perspective in a more detached manner. So this is the fixed sign situation going on, and opportunities are going to come towards you, more abundance, more abundance for sure. Okay, this is a good time to have lucky girl syndrome for sure, Taurus. Okay, I hope this helps. Good day. Hey guys, Gemini. So right now your ruler is in 12th house. You are just reprimanding, reworking your thought process. 12th house is also considered in medical astrology, while just taking into account how your body is having your constitution. So this is going to help you understand what you are reworking towards. Maybe you're going at the hospital to just rework stuff. Maybe you're having a cosmetic procedure and you're going back to just work on stuff again because that's what you want. This is all about your sense of self, and this is something which is different, which you haven't done before. So this could be about just a rework you are going through. Maybe this is about your mind, how you are working towards becoming more confident. This is something which is like self undoing. Okay, so, but this could be also be very creative space. So are you reworking your draft? Are you reworking your secret recipe, what it is? Okay, this is something which you are going to pursue more and more, because this is where you have put more effort on. Eclipse is currently happening in your sixth house. All right, so for sure 12 6 is coming up. If you're someone, okay, if you are someone who is very interested into media, entertainment, business and all of that, Venus is in your first house right now, which is a lord of your fifth house as well as your 12th house. So maybe you are just using this time to beautify yourself, expressing yourself in a more positive way, maybe with the visual images, with the imagery. Maybe you are just doing a prenatal baby bump shoot, stuff like that might be happening. But coming back to eclipse, this eclipse which is happening for you, Gemini, is on the 12th and 6th axis. So it is very, very likely that you are loving to be solo and having your time spent in some kind of solitude. Okay, the ruler of your 6th is in the second house. So you are putting much more efforts in your financial situation, working on your esteem, self-esteem, building it back. um you know uh, Driving this Cancerian drive towards organizing your skills, as well as increasing the way you are understanding nutrition, food, and everything about how you appear to the world. Okay, so there is that. um if you want to cut on some food, or if you want to cut on some kind of unhealthy stuff from your life, this is a good eclipse to start on. Okay, don't manifest anything, I won't recommend that. But yeah, you can definitely do something which is like cutting something which is very unhealthy, because Mars is trining moon in your sixth house. Okay, so this is also about your work. um Also, this is going to be very fortunate for you, all right, because right on the eclipse day, fortune is going to be at 29 degree. um Moon is going to oppose Mercury, which is retrograde. Mercury, which is the lord of your first house, I spoke about it, and as well as a lot of your fourth house. Okay, so are you going somewhere abroad? Is what you are doing? It could also happen in that way, because Jupiter is coming right there very soon in your 12th house. So people from other cultures, or maybe you are getting into this spiritual kind of zone where you want to just go on a retreat, maybe come back to India to have the yoga retreat or something. So yeah, many things could be on the cards for you, but the card I got for you right now is Four of Pentacles. You don't know how many pentacles I have got for the two signs I've done before prior you. All right, so Four of Pentacles, what are you scared about? um I feel like you're scared to go towards your midheaven. How you appear in the world is what is coming here. um don't be afraid of your money, don't be afraid of anything, don't be scared of um if any health situation is coming up which you're scared of, which might be related to your throat or your sacral chakra. Okay, because this reproductive system is Scorpio, moon is over there, so maybe something regarding that. Maybe you're having a hysterectomy as well, something to do with that. Or don't be scared. Okay, if you want to do this, you can do this. Okay. This October eclipse will wrap this cycle off. This is going to be the last Scorpio eclipse you will be experiencing in your sixth house, and then all the focus goes on your fifth and towards your 11th later this year. Okay, so yeah, that is all, Gemini. I hope it helps. Let's get started with the next sign. Hi, Answer. It's me again. Let's do this. Mars has been in your sign for a while. Venus is all about to come there. Your sneaky escapades are going to come around. You're gonna get your confidence back. If you have been seeing some kind of inflammation or some nervous energy in your mind and body from yourself, and you are just projecting it on others, it will try to shallow itself down in the upcoming month for sure. Okay, if you're seeing any inflammation or rashes coming out of the blue, it will it will dissolve. I mean, it will heal for sure. Okay, so let's start. This is a great time for your cardio for sure. But let's snatch it back to eclipse. This eclipse is happening on your 11th and 5th house axis whole sign. Okay, fifth house is coming up. Okay, are you letting go of any relationship? Are you letting go of uh, any kind of rekindled romance in your life which you were basing your self-esteem on, the sense of self on? Are you working on it? Okay, are you working on it, which was something you were already thinking about, made you feel good, made your mind feel good, you just feel aligned with them. You just need to take that into consideration, because all the energy, all the whimsical, egoistic, recalibrative, obsessive energy is coming in 11th house. It is going to expand more in this month for sure. This month is great, but in Vedic astrology, it is never just about one house. It is all about how it is coming in the another house, which is opposite house. So there are going to be endings and beginnings in this department, which is children, self-expression, creative project, your hobbies. Maybe you're just letting go of some hobbies, or you're letting go of some relationships, or it's gonna start something which is really fated for you. Okay, a woman in your life, in your fifth house of romance and love and sex and all of that could come around, and it's going to bring you experience which you just can't deny. Okay, even though Rahu is in your 11th house, which is very obsessive, which is the head of the dragon, it is very likely that you will also get experiences from your fifth house which are not always going to be bad, but it's just going to balance this excess more. Okay, with the 11th house here, focus would be mostly on your friends. Okay, maybe they are having some changes in their life, maybe you need to communicate some stuff with them properly regarding hopes and fears and how they are helping you as well. Okay, you have the lord of your 12th house in your 11th house, so maybe they are just helping you to make sense of what is going on in your mind, okay, what is going on in your magical sphere, okay, and just share with your community online. The second house lord is also in your 11th house, okay, and sun is answering to Venus in your 12th house. So you see, there is a lot of sense of just hiding away and asking your friends to help you out, or asking the internet to help you out, or just putting some video out on internet and just, you know, getting some boost of energy with that. All right. It is very very important for you right now to go out and enjoy yourself more, okay. Third house lord in your 11th house, so maybe you are just enjoying yourself more and you are not able to travel somewhere out which is too far, but in your own vicinity it is very likely that you're going to enjoy some stuff, okay. If there are some wounds regarding your career or something like that, don't worry, it will heal itself up. But the main force is your fifth house, okay. So if you just don't know where you need to put your efforts into with your, you know, what you want to put your efforts into, okay, because right now you are focused on your career, or hopes and fears are going to get elevated, or you just can't sabotage it, okay. So time to take the stock of the same, of what you want and what you expect from yourself, okay. So the card I got for you is the Seven of Pentacles, literally taking stock of where you stand and how you express yourself, because this eclipse is going to trine your Cancer, okay. So this is going to be very beneficial for you, all right. It doesn't matter which degrees you have your ascendant in, this is going to affect you. But to make it more intense, you can have your ascendant from I would say, just to be exact, very exact, 14 degrees of Cancer, or 5 degrees here and there. But nowadays I consider 15 degrees off, okay, because I feel like it makes sense, okay. So yeah, this is it for Cancer. Hey Leo, I hope you're doing well. The lord of your ascendant is in the 10th house. So what's booming in your career, Leos? Oh my god, this looks so good for you, Leo. Okay, time for a career rehaul, time for going abroad, time to do something which is maybe you are just healing your wounds regarding your faith belief system, or it just might be your pride getting a bit wrecked in front of your teachers, okay, or someone you held into high respect in. Anyways, this eclipse is happening on the axis of your 10th and 4th house, so family stuff popping up. Yeah, family stuff, career stuff, private stuff, public stuff is going to have some shift, okay. You have been experiencing this for about 18 months now, and moon is in your 4th house, because this is penumbral eclipse, lunar eclipse, and moon rules your 12th house, okay. Over there, the lord of this eclipse is in your 12th house, alright, is in Cancer. Well, what is this all about? Okay, this is about endings, just put switching that flush on. If you have been wanting to go abroad, this is going to be a great time. You're just going to feel that drive to go there, because Jupiter was recently in the 9th house, just expanding your opportunity, its favorite house, okay. But due to some reason, if you were not feeling content when you are away afar, it will bring something from your house, property, farmland, um country and other people's asset, the sense of last stage of your life, okay. I'm not I'm not being creepy, or I'm not trying to make you scared, because I feel like there is this department in your life where Saturn is in Pisces in your 8th house, which is, you know, 8th house, 12th house are the houses into medical astrology where, there are malefics right now. So, um, I wonder what's going on in your health situation as well. What's going on in your partner's health as well? Are you bringing something which is unhealthy in your relationship, which is hence making your bond, your intimate relationships a bit messy? Is there any need to restructure it? Okay, so just make sure you're looking into it. With the 12th house mass, it sometimes becomes very, very overwhelming to understand what exactly is breaking your heart, because you just feel like your mind wants to have solitude, but you just don't know how to direct your anger towards something, because I feel like, there is a sense of disappointment, a kind of heartbreak situation you will be facing here. um okay, this is what is coming right now. All right. But definitely go towards your career. This is what the this is what it says. But it's all also about, balancing this excess out. So, if there is any woman, if this is your mother who is going through certain problems in her life, if possible, if literally, if it is possible, try to help her out. Okay, try to help her out. With the 12th house, it's also about hospitals. It's also about, um asylum. It's all about, undoing, self undoing, because Cancer's mother, here we have moon in its original sign. Moon loves to be in 4th house, but being with south node and in the Scorpio house here, it just becomes very much intense. So definitely watch out for your inner self, how you're feeling about yourself. Do you need to take a week off? Are you getting burned down? Understand it. Okay, understand it. Build your faith from yourself and then ahead. Don't become too egoistic, for sure. If your mother needs some attention, definitely take that into consideration. If you are looking to go back at your place, or think about it, for sure. Okay, it can be very healing for you. Okay, even your whole attention is in your 10th house, somehow um getting back and having the homemade food from your mother's kitchen, or going back to your school friends could help you out. Okay, a lady could help you out a lot. The card I got for you, Leo, is the 3 of Swords. Okay, you will get over it. You can see the wounds, you can feel it, you can see the dense clouds mule, piling over. But I promise, any words anybody have said towards you, or you have been hearing looming around, you are going to feel at ease very soon. Okay, so yeah, I hope it helps. Hi Virgo, this is me, and today we are going to see how this penumbral lunar eclipse is going to affect you. The Lord of your first house right now is sitting in the 9th house. So, are you revamping your belief system? Are you taking up the course again and reworking your assignments? Are you trying to work and process your travel process and documentation, and seeing some kind of delay in it? All right, but don't worry, the great benefic Jupiter is gonna come and hang around in your 9th house over there. Okay, so Sun, Mercury, North Node, Uranus are in your 9th house, and Mrs. Moon, the Lunar, is in your 3rd house. Okay, well. All right. Getting into your drive back and understanding to shed some thought process which you have been latching on to. Okay, Mars is trining this eclipse point, the moon in your 3rd house, and to be honest, third house is also about siblings, locality, how you think about yourself, the social media you interact with daily, periodically, something which is literally all about your thought process, what you do with your hands, what you are investing your time into daily, your skills, your applications, what you do with your money, your self-earned resources, and all of that jazz. Okay, and we are getting an eclipse here. All right, so it's time to set a different kind of thought process, a different new template which will help you to boost and get out of your own head and plunge into this ninth house territory, which is so expansive, which is literally so beautiful, which is so elaborate, which is so potent for you, which will just help you to create this unique career for you, for yourself. Okay, I see all the benefits, and all of this are in your upper sky, while the Saturn right now is hanging around in your seventh house, which is a lot of your fifth and sixth house. It is possible that you are just feeling a bit low on your creativity and how to schedule the routines. You are being tasked to complete all the tasks which are important for you, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to able to do anything. This is where you need to just get out of your head and get out there. Okay, um okay, and it looks like your career in the next 18 months is going to get a boom boom. All right, your lot of your first house is in the ninth house. I told you that it's with north node, it's with sun, lot of your 12th house. Okay, so you're just gaining all your mystic stuff, all your creative stuff, all your proud stuff, all your practical stuff in your ninth house. So maybe you're reworking your assignment, which is your graphic designing project, or you're just coming up with a mind-blowing idea and impressing your subordinates as well as your manager team. Okay, so it could go anyway for sure. It is opposite Mercury, the eclipse happening. It's trining Mars, I've told you that already. It's trining Saturn as well, so it's in the structured way. Okay, this is going to hint a rebellious nature within you as well. All the focus is on your ninth house, but opposite house matters as well according to me. So endings and beginnings in your departments I've mentioned, like your third and ninth house, so watch out for it. Happy eclipse. Oh, and the card I got for you is the Eight of Swords in reverse. It literally is like, get out of your head, sister. Okay, get out of your head. Don't be scared. Okay, don't be scared of the structures and limitations. These are good for you. Just blow other people's mind. Okay, just do that. Okay, now we are gonna do Libra. Here we have Lord of your first house in the ninth house. Okay, so are you interested? Are you just taking a deep interest in other cultures, learning languages, upskilling your skill sets? Okay, it can go in different ways. All right, it looks good. It definitely looks good. 27 degrees Venus in your ninth house in Gemini is beautiful. Now, now, your eclipses are happening in your 8th and 2nd houses, alright? So, Moon is in your 2nd house right now, dear Libra, and it's opposed Mercury, Sun, Uranus, North Node, as well as Jupiter is going to come in Taurus very soon. Anyways, what are we looking at here? We are looking at something which is very fated in terms of your money. Other people's money is what comes up the first and foremost. Okay, how you're dealing with your friends' money. Are you going Dutch with them when you're hanging around? Are you Are you saying something, or your thought process is going a bit like you're dependent too much on your partner, because they are just bringing more kind of an abundance in your life. They are showing you around, they are enabling you to do your hobbies and all of that, and now you can't escape their thought process regards to money and monetary matters. Okay, I feel like there are some things you need to work towards in your um sense of self and how you treat other people. It is more about the inheritance, it's all about joint accounts, it's about death, it's all about rebirth. So you need to rework that work, that zone. All right, it's all about how you're putting more energy in your space of social status. Okay, how you're working towards it, how you're being a giver as well, or are you just accepting stuff from other people. Okay, so for example, this is also very likely, like if you have been waiting on to get some checks or some kind of hearing from some stuck amount which is yours, but you haven't been getting it. Maybe this is of inheritance or alimony or something like that. You can hear possibly from that. There needs to be a rework regarding that. Considering medical astrology, the lord of your sixth at the moment is in your seventh house, so definitely being Neptune being there in your sixth house, watch out for allergies. Cut anything which is not good for your body. Look around in your home space, as well as the fun you are doing to have fun these days. Structure it properly in your schedule. Don't burn out yourself anymore. This is a time to work on your psychology, emotional stuff. This period can bring a lot of it, so you need to be very much present. And with the second to eighth house axis is all about endings and beginnings. It can happen on both sides. Okay, so, or even though your eighth house is plus having this um planetary party over there, you just can't overlook your second house for sure. Okay, it's all about balancing, and oppositions hits can be received as well in astrology. Okay, card for you is eight of wands. If you have been wanting to communicate something to someone, to your partner, for sure this is a good time to do that regarding money matters, regarding intimacy. If you are not enjoying good time out, or he's not taking you somewhere, it's time to communicate that. If he is not maybe talking with you about book reviews or something like that, it is time to do that as well. Okay, maybe creative fun what you can do with your partner is coming up. So communicate, communicate, communicate. If you've been waiting on something to hear from someone, this will be hitting that point as well. Okay. Hey Scorpio, this is your eclipse. The lord of your first house is in the ninth house right now, so you're definitely working on what you exactly believe about yourself and about others. Pluto has just changed the way you process things and think and text people back and forth, relationship with your peers, groups, siblings, your social media, and all of that. Now, talking about eclipse, which is happening at 14 degrees in your first house, which also has South Node in it, you are letting go of your past self. Okay, you are working things through. You are doing some work. This eclipse could bring a little bit of focus towards building up your building up your work, building up your routines, and what is unhealthy for you, your own sense of self, the way you handle stuff, the way you take decisions, the way you are not honest and authentic needs to go out, the way you deal with everyone. Okay, this eclipse mostly focused on the partner, how they are dealing with stuff, how they will have the last say most of the time, and you just have to work around it. Okay. um Mars is trying this eclipse, so it is very possible that you have high hopes. Maybe you are returning back to school, maybe you're going back to school, maybe this is what you wanted for a while since ages, and now you have cleared everything, all the knocks you have got so far. It have helped you. Now it's time to soar high and high, and maybe educate yourself on something, understand something, understand a spiritual belief, learning some martial arts, doing some sports. With the fifth house Saturn right now, you are just going to work on your creativity for sure, which is going to be a bit slimy. It's going to be you need to just work on it, you will get a hang of it. But for me, after looking your chart, fifth house is looking important somehow, because Virgo, the 11th house, like Mercury, is right in your seventh house. So are you wanting to communicate something with your partner again? Are you trying to go back or come back to the relationship, or are you waiting for your partner to come back around because he just thought of like, okay, I'll just separate, or work around this zone. Or maybe you are just, with Uranus there, you are open for open marriages or something like that. But this is about your social status with the Lilith in your 10th house, so you are going to be very rebellious about it. So just take a good plunge, think what you exactly want. If you want to get back to something, just get back to something which is driving you intensely towards something which is very passionate. Um, and if this is your partner, so be it. If this is not that, get out of it. Okay. Yes, so there is this motion into play, and watch out for movement. Okay, movement of anything, movement from places to places, movement from relationship to relationship. So make sure you are choosing what is good for you. Okay, Scorpio. Hey Sagittarius, we are watching your eclipse axis, which is 12th and 6th. A lot of your first house is in your 5th house right now. Just, you are blooming as a creative person. Everything which was wounding you once is going to help you drive and just bring something which is really creative, spontaneous, and you are just going to have this intimate interaction with the creative forces you are feeling right now. And you're going to schedule it every day to just get that hint of creative push and plunge into that excessive amount of um, creative eroticism you have been feeling for a while. Okay. This eclipse is happening in your 12th and 6th house, and 6th house is scattered right now. I'm not scattered, it is very clustered right now. Mercury is retrograde, Sun is there, Uranus is there, North Node is there. So work projects, amazing for that energy. It's good for changing health routines. You might explore some alternative medicines around this time. You might go for a retreat, you might go abroad and seek some kind of treatment. It's happening in the house of your health. Okay, right now with medical astrology, considering that your 12th house is activated, your 8th house is activated, your sixth house is activated here. So watch out for health situations coming up. If you have been getting burned out with your work and all, it's time to cut some slack and have some strong boundaries, because your mind is prone to some kind of exhaustion, and maybe you would need some solo time for sure. And with this 6 hour energy, it's like you have to put day-to-day efforts, but try to do something which is unique, and try to have this proper solution on how you're going to develop it. Because as Jupiter enters there, you are again going to feel this boom of energy, but before that, a good rest is going to be very assuring for the great spontaneous happy energy coming towards you. Okay, this eclipse for me for you looks really good. But just make sure you're resting properly, okay? Yeah. The card I got for you is the Sun card. Okay, it's happy, it's energetic, it's the soul, it's the sense of self, it's the spontaneity, it's energetic, it's vitality. Okay, so yeah, vitality being the key word. Make sure you're taking your vitamins, you're having good food, nutritious diet, you are taking and consuming good food online, content wise as well. So yeah, if you need to seek a doctor's appointment, do that. Don't wait around. Okay, if you are already in touch with doctors, make sure you get second opinion if you want to proceed with any surgery or anything like that. Okay, yeah. All right, Capricorn, lot of your first house right now is in your third house. How you're communicating is being very much strict with your siblings, with your neighbors, with the way you're communicating in general, online, offline with people, but periodically with people. This eclipse is happening on the axis of 11th and 5th house, and you are just bored with the friendships you might be having, or whatever your friends are talking is a bit emotional, and at the moment you just can't take it right now. Okay, the lord of your seventh house is moon, and the ruler of the eclipse is in the seventh house. So is it about your lover, or your husband, or your partner, which is very much emotional, which is like which is like a very uh scary topic for you at the moment, and you are kind of having this fear of letting it go at the moment. It's very emotional, it's very tacky. So make sure, as this eclipse is trining Mars, you are using this energy to uh, drain everything which is a bit intense and which is a bit toxic for the partnership you are in right now. Mercury is retrograde right now, the lord of your sixth and the ninth house. So your values, your sense of self, your schedule are going to change. Even if you're going to feel abundant in the way you are expanding your work, you need to make sure that you are reworking your schedule. You are also working and taking your intimate self into your creative pursuits, and using this time to hone those skill sets as well. And just thinking out of the box sometimes. All right. The lord of your fourth house and 11th house is in your seventh house. So how you are basically dealing with your relationship and partnership, and how much guarded you are, how much open you are, how much nurturing you are to yourself is going to come into this matter. You are very much strict right now with your thought process. You are a bit strict, stern, okay, but all of this energy goes there in your fifth house, allowing you to expand in yourself for the beautiful transit of Jupiter coming forward. You know, in your friendships as well, stuff might change. Maybe you're just not ready to talk to them, or not ready to focus on it at the moment, but nothing much might happen. It might just be a hint here and there, but if nothing major happens, don't worry. Okay, yeah, don't worry at all. This is a beautiful energy for any creative purpose. If you just can shut up your mouth for another 2 to 3 weeks, that will be great. All right. Yeah, with the fifth house activated here, if you have children, look for it. If they are having some major changes in their life, this is good time for the mother or like a parent to stay around and help them out. Okay, this eclipse is going to training you and it's exciting you, so it's going to be good for you. Okay, the tarot card I got for you is the high priestess. Yes, it's time to just sit in between the poles of B and J. It's just time to go introverts and use this energy to self-express, okay, yourself from your intimate sides. Okay, so maybe write an erotica, possibly, or uh, work around with linguistics, or with your health coach, or with a nutritionist, or learn how you can just creatively induce your life in a good way. Okay, this is more about your friendships, your hopes and fears, and about your psychology, the relationship with your death. Okay, your death and the people dying. As a Capricorn rising myself, just recently I ended reading the book on death and dying by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. So maybe this is something which is hinting you towards that as well. Hey Aquarius, a lot of your first house right now is in your second house. So you're working on your money story, you're working in your self-esteem zone, you are just restructuring how you are feeling about yourself, about your skills you own, and did you need to revamp anything while Neptune was, dissolving some things over there. This eclipse is happening in your 10th and 4th house axis, activating the house of your career, public life and private life. Okay, um seventh house lord is in your fourth house. So and the lord of the eclipse right now is in your sixth house. Okay, uh it's all about your work. Okay, it's really about your work lifestyle routine. With the sixth house in your 6 hours Mars, you will be feeling very energetic to complete all the tasks, but somehow you will be, getting the energy to work towards a project which was very comfortable for you, to venture into it, to go towards it, and to do wonders in it. Okay, because the Lord of the Sixth is in your 10th, so your main focus is to rework stuff. Pluto just ingressed in your sun and you're feeling very plutonic, energetic. This eclipse is going to square you. Notes are getting squared by Pluto recently, so just watch out for that. Um, you're going to get a boost of energy. Okay, if you are looking to rework your home life, private life, or you are just creating a good sanctuary for yourself, the sense of self, your mental well-being is going to come into forefront around this time as well. um but mostly I see this is going to create some rescheduling in your work life. It's all about health, work. It's also about how you appear around, uh, in the in the broader sense of the perspective. um it's going to bring intimate relationships, and you need to understand it. It's going to affect you a lot. So yeah, just a heads up, your friends may be coming over a lot. Maybe you're not going outside, you're just understanding like, hey, it's very expensive out there, let's hang around in the house and just make some great drinks for ourselves to have and come up with great brilliant ideas. Okay, yeah, so this is what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius. A little tidbit here and there. The tarot card I got for you is the Ace of Wands. Great energy, new beginnings. All right, this lunar eclipse is going to bring some kind of a great energy in your house of your work, health, also your your home is going to be on the forefront. It's going to be more also about the Saturn in your second house. So it's all about work, like work houses are coming. The way your relationship is with your food is also coming up, so watch out for that as well. Okay, um but be ready for this new force because Jupiter will be ingressing there, and you're going to feel a sense of well-being, like mindful well-being. The way your mind is feeling is going to be very good. Okay, so yeah. Pisces, hi. Well, your first house lord right now is in your second house, helping your financial story, your money story, the relationship with your food, self-esteem, as well as your skills are expanding. Moreover, if you might have had a Jupiter return, Jupiter won't come here until 12 years. Okay, after 12 years, it will come back here again. Eclipse point in your chart, your ninth and third house is getting activated. Your focus right now is mostly in your third house types, like a relationship with your siblings, relationship with your food, health routines, how you're just creating your notions, calendar, how you're scheduling stuff, what you're reading all the time, how you're putting more information out there, how you are consuming stuff, how you are filtering stuff which you need to interact daily with your neighborhood as well. um Moon right now is in your ninth house. Okay, so over there, if you have been feeling very confused and you're not able to make sense of the expansiveness the ninth house brings in our lives, it is time to drive your focus towards yourself, your creativity, what you think. And maybe if you were taking 10 projects in your hand, it is time to just narrow it down to two and just focus all your drive, all your energy with the Mars in your fifth house, in your creative stuff, by yourself. Like it could be writing, conversations, publishing a book, anything like that, and just making it a daily habit. Okay, if you want to achieve something, you need to cut out some values you were sticking to and reworking the model of how you go about things and your belief system. The pursuit of understanding a religion, understanding of faith is going to come forward. Okay, um moreover, if you think, like, if you think you want to have kids, this eclipse can trigger that as well. Mars is trying the eclipse point, so somehow, you know that might affect your fertility as well. Okay, don't feel restrictive at the moment. You might be feeling restrictive to go around and just be with yourself or be with your friends even. Okay, but that is going to transform for sure as Pluto ingresses your 12th house around and around. It goes back, it comes around. By November it will fall back in your 12th house of next year. Okay, the tarot card I got for you is the Seven of Cups. As I was talking about confusion and too much expansion and getting confused about which chocolate to eat on the platter, it's time to narrow it down. Okay, and just avoid confusion. Okay, just watch out for allergies. And all over that, I feel like Saturn is going to just crystallize the whole process, the way you look after yourself and the way your body behaves in this Neptunian world it has gotten so used to. So yeah, there is that. um yeah, that's it for you. Thanks for joining. Take care. Bye.